A second grade class was given an assignment. Each pupil was to memorize a part of the Bible to recite it in front of the teachers, parents, and other students. One little boy was assigned the 23rd Psalm. "The Lord is my shepherd, there is nothing I shall want." The boy worked hard to learn it, but try as he might, he could not memorize it. The big day arrived, and he stood petrified on the stage. Finally, he cried out, "The Lord is my shepherd, and that's all I need to know." This psalm is one of the most famous and beloved passages in the Bible. Everyone seems to know at least the first line of it. "The Lord is my shepherd, there is nothing I shall want." Once I was presiding over a funeral together with a rabbi. Before it began, the rabbi and I sat down and divvied up the parts. I told him I would recite a psalm. He said, "Oh, let me guess which one. Why is it that there are 150 psalms and you Christians only know one which you use at every occasion? The Lord is my shepherd." Why indeed? That was a good question. Most of us are city folk who have never seen a real shepherd. For many of us, our only encounter with one is the figure of the gentle young boy at the crib at Christmas time. But real-life shepherds have a very difficult life. It is hard work to be a shepherd. We have never encountered one, and yet knowing the Lord is my shepherd somehow brings us comfort. Why is that? What reply should I make to the rabbi? Perhaps it is because that psalm talks about dark valleys and tells us to have no fear as we walk through them. All of us know these dark valleys and would love to walk them without fear. I once knew an old priest who was very down to earth. In his house hung a poster which said, "Even though I walk in the valley of darkness, I fear no evil, for I am the meanest son of a gun in the valley." But even without being mean, we do not have to fear, because, as it says, "You are there with your rod and your staff that give me courage." It is consoling to know that even in life's darkest times, we are not alone. Is that the reason this psalm is so beloved? What people often do not understand is that Christianity is not so much a religion as it is a relationship. Of course, we have beautiful beliefs like any religion. We have beautiful rituals like any religion. But essentially, Christianity is all about a relationship between myself and my God. A relationship expressed beautifully in this psalm. The Lord is my shepherd. It is not just that he is shepherd to a whole nameless flock, but that he is shepherd to me. I am not merely one of a herd, but rather he loves me as though I were the only little lamb of his flock. If I have worries, if I have problems, if I find myself in the darkest valleys of life, that shepherd leaves everything behind and comes running to me, places me on his shoulders, and leads me safely home. No problem I might have, no care or worry I might carry, is so small that he would not drop everything to attend to me. And no problem I may have is so large that he cannot handle it. The Lord is my shepherd. Perhaps that is the reason why this particular psalm is the most beloved of all. It is all about relationship. The Lord is my shepherd. I am his. He is mine, and I shall not want. So we walk through those valleys, knowing that whether we are awake or asleep, whether laughing or crying, whether going through easy times or challenging times, whether we are living or whether we are dying, we have our own personal shepherd, not merely leading us, but holding us in his arms. A shepherd who is never so occupied with the bigger animals of his menagerie that he cannot devote his full love and attention to me, the tiniest lamb of the flock. I can think of nothing more comforting than this. And so I think I can tell my rabbi friend why it is that this song is so beloved. That little boy really did put it best. The Lord is my shepherd, and that's all I need to know.